Hello everyone and welcome to Zach's Garage. You join me on a misty, wet day where I thought we would have a bit of fun with the Lamborghini Countach. So, what we're going to do, we are going to take it the place that not many Countaches have been. That's right, Knightsbridge. So, I've actually got a few business meetings, got a few things that I need to do. So, today we're going to be living with a Countach. One of the first things to do then today is fill the Countach up. Now, because of where the nozzle is, we have to have this very funky orange funnel to try and fill it up. This is a lengthy process, but because we're at a petrol station, I'm going to concentrate. I'll catch you guys on the road. So we are currently on our way into London. The car is running perfectly. One of the things you really got to make sure of is temperatures and pressures. Rather amusingly, when you tap the gauges, they start to work again. It's an 80s Lamborghini, what do you expect? Now, I don't know London that well, but I know where we're going. It's not central London because, well, thankfully, because, you know, this thing, I wouldn't want to drive this through central London. So with lack of visibility, we're going to make our way in, and there is also a little treat for you guys waiting when we get in London. So I'll catch you guys on the road. Now, one of the really hard things about this car, and actually, obviously owning classic cars, multiple things happen whilst you're driving it, things can go wrong. One thing I've noticed is that the throttle is quite sticky from the first eighth of the throttle throw. So it means trying to keep it under 50 mile an hour is quite tricky. But we're managing it, we're about 45 mile an hour. I think that speedo is probably completely incorrect, so I'll either get no speeding tickets or I'll get all of them and get banned for life. So hopefully it will be okay. Moreover, I think that the brakes are starting to feel a little bit spongy. Not the best, but we're only doing 30 mile an hour through London, so hopefully it'll be okay. It's all just about safety, being as safe as you possibly can be. We're trying to demist the car. It's okay, it's an 80s Lambo, I can see that's all I need to do. Luckily, the previous owner of this car installed little wing mirror bits, so the blind spot's not too bad. Generally, it's all right, but just it's a little bit stressful taking it through London, but a bit of fun nonetheless. So typical London traffic, the most important thing is to keep an eye on the temperatures, and actually the car is doing really well. To say that I'm proud of the car is definite. You know, it's there's always things that could go wrong, but you know, she's doing well. The water temperature is a little bit touch and go. She's at probably 90, yeah, she's at 90 at the moment, but you know, she's sitting in traffic, so I think we'll allow it. If it starts getting toward, there we go, there's the engine fan, so at least we know that the Kenlo fan works. Hopefully once we get moving, if we do get moving, it'll be alright. If you live in London, please, for the love of God, if you see a black Lamborghini Countach, just let them merge. They're struggling enough. So we've got to a very special location with a friend of mine who has got some incredible cars. Now the Countach is looking very cool in the underground car park, but let's go check out this guy's cars and I will tell you a little bit about the little project we're working on. Now, the first car he's got, I absolutely adore. almost like an aquamarine blue Mercedes SLS AMG, and I think this is a proper future classic. I think it's going to skyrocket in value. I think it's just a great car to buy into at the moment, and this finish is sublime. The first time we actually saw this car was at Salon Privé, and it just fit in so well with the likes of the McLaren F1s and the Bugatti Veyrons. The next is something even as wild. This man has a 488 Pista that is so tailor-made there isn't a thing on it that is from standard. So it's almost like this Nardo grey colour, you can't call it Nardo grey. But then you've got this blue stripe in the yellow, and the interior, well, instead of explaining to you about the interior, let's just head to some B-roll so you can see the extremities of this car. Afterwards, we're going to go over to a friend of mine's location. It's a bit undisclosed, where we're going to see some cars. We're going to have a little chat with him, and then we're going to take the Pista back with the owner of the car, back to the museum. So you guys are coming on an adventure. Let's go. Atelier Automotive. So we've got the five guys. We're going to have some food in a minute, and that's the only use for that wing. But we're going to step in, and I'm going to show you this really rather cool company. So we are in Atelier Automotive. They specialise in PPF and wrapping vehicles. They've had some pretty crazy stuff, and I can't tell you exactly what, but there's a hint just now. They've also got this 4518, which is absolutely stunning. Delivery mileage, blue, and it's just, oh, lovely. But they do some really cool cars, and if you want genuinely competitive rates and a good bunch of people working on your cars, make sure to check them out. Their link is in the description. Right, so we are now leaving London. It is 3 o'clock. We've got an hour and 8 minutes to get home. So it's been a really successful day. I know there's not much in the video, but this has simply been me taking the Countach into London. It was more of a photo op, get some cool footage, and just to say that I've done it, really. But thank you guys for coming along, and enjoy the ride home with me. And yeah, let's get home, and I'll end the vlog there. Guys, check out what's in front of us. Look at that. I don't know what it is, but it's bright pink. Oh yes, now that's London living. Great thing is about London, if it gets too hot in the car, oh, the breeze is lovely. So we just sit in here, keep the door open for a bit, let some cool air in. Now the yellow, there we go. Now it's nice and cool back in here. Let's go. Second fuel stop of the day. It was an economical V12 Lamborghini. So it is actually the next day, but I have another meeting near the Goodwood area, and I thought instead of just taking a boring car, I'll take the Countach once again and get you guys some wicked rolling shots, because I know the roads around here are amazing. So without further ado, here's some beauty shots of the Countach. So there you guys have it then. I know it was a bit of an odd video, but to be honest, I just had to pop into London to have a few meetings, and I thought I'd bring you guys along. I hope you enjoyed the flyby. I hope you enjoyed a bit of the B-roll. Thank you so much for watching. I know times are hard right now, especially when it comes to making content for you guys. So please, if we take a bit of time putting videos out, you know, bear with us. We're doing our best. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. So it is several days after the event, and one thing you guys didn't see is the brakes failed on the car pretty much when we were leaving London. So it was very stressful, but thank you to our partners at EBC for sending us some yellow stuff. Their brake pads are absolutely insane, and I'm really looking forward to actually driving this car, not with good brakes, but with this stuff. I mean, I'm running it on the Focus, and honestly, it's absolutely mad. We're just about to give it a bleed. We've got new discs on there, and so yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what it's like. Make sure to check them down, the link below. And yeah, genuinely, I love this stuff. We put it on as many cars as we can. So yeah, go check them out.